Hello, everybody. Welcome back here. Another day of Astro-Gravitational Report. Uh, had to look at it a little bit more deeper and about this. Today, the most of the time, Venus is gonna be feel like alone, abandoned by itself. It's not gonna have an aspect particularly that you feel into this society, you feeling like you should be in the group, you should be in there. I mean, Venus is where? Venus is in Gemini, in Sag, in there as the moon comes out of the Gemini. Of course, my thoughts are faster than my mouth can speak. Yeah, that's what usually happens to me. But we are talking about today, there's going to be some this yacht from Venus and Pluto. They're going to be seeking at what it's not balanced in there. And the moon, it's where? The moon, it's in going to be at home. She's going to be at Cancer. So, where's going to be the solution for that yacht? The solution for the yacht is going to be at Capricorn. Have you ready for the job that you need to do? Is the job that you're getting to done there, it's being completed? Or how are you going to be completing this so you can find a balance? So the love and the values is going to be seeking the intuitions. This is going to be more like I'm going to see mom at home, okay? Because mom is home. And when a mom is home, two things can happen there, right? I'm talking about the moon. Moon represents the mother archetype. So now Venus is looking at like, okay, mom's back home. I can go ahead and see, or I have to go see mom. And all of a sudden, that energy, which is that's going to be representing, the yacht, has got its Virgo side. Okay, Venus is going to be representing that side. It is about to look at it into the intuition. At the same time, because the moon is going to be the apex, that energy is going to be go back into what? Pluto, which is the end result, is the transformations. So expect a lot of energies, communications within the feminine energies in there. Hi, Veronica. Thank you for coming in. Expect that, okay? But at the same time, please don't feel like when one planet doesn't have an aspect and it doesn't, feel abandoned, particularly within the personal planets and particularly Mars or Venus, where they are. Mars already went through this. So, so this energy that we are going to be seeking with that personal planets in there, we're going to understand what Mars went through. Now it's what? The feminine side to understand this energy. What it does, it feels like it, right? So Mars has been squaring the North Node. Venus is also going to be squaring the North Node. So is the Sun. This is going to be some challenges because you don't see the future. It's not about let me explain it a little bit more deeply with that. It's not about like you not seeing to the future. You kind of like looking at what you're going to be doing or looking for a guidance for the future. But right now, the energy is going to be asking you to create the future. See, when you know already so much, okay, you always have been working from positions of others telling you what to do, where to go, how to get things. So, kind of like a guidance. Now, this is going to be a little bit different, and that's what Pluto wants you. He wants you to create, or what to create in there. You have to create something that is going to be working by creating with others, which is you. So this energy is going to be kind of like a taking over of the day. And at 7 o'clock in the morning, we're going to see the Venus is going to be uh, Venus is going to be at the event horizon. The inner work is going to be at Libra. We already talked about it. Now, relationships, you're going to be seeking it, what to do within the relationships. But now, since the inner work is the beginning of Libra, it's trining who? It is trining Pluto at Aquarius. This is the new stages of those relationships that they're like, we are going to be co-creating together. We are going to be that new positions by creating this togetherness. Okay, so there's going to be some you're going to feel this in the air one way or another. You're going to feel it. And another thing is that Uranus is also trining Pluto. He is at 28 degrees of Taurus, but he's going to coming back in there. So there is a lot of energies that's going to be coming in the morning. But as I said, be mindful, don't feel abandoned and so on. But look at it that stop for a second. What is your love and what is your values with others, or how others getting the values for you? What do they think about as a value within you? Okay? Do they value your body? Do they value your heart? Do you value your emotions? Do they value your pocket? You know, talking about money. Or they value who you are as a soul, right? So this is going to be some very, very kind of like a touchy energy. All right, 8 o'clock, the sun is going to come out on the horizon. In there, the inner work is still going to be at Libra. This is going to be challenge a little bit about the growth. Have you been growing into this relationship? Hi, Camilla. Glad to see you here, too. And seeing it within yourself, you have to be also reminded that Venus is going to be coming up a little bit more stronger. I mean, we have a lot of planets that are going to be at right now. They are at the 11th and the 12th house. So this can kind of like affecting your spiritual groups, your spiritual communications in there. And what did you work within the soul and the spirit? Today was very good conversation. Somebody asked me, Dio, what is the difference between spirit and a soul? What is the difference, guys? Oh, here is the difference, okay? The spirit, it is the muscle of the soul. Without moving, you know, without having a strong muscles, you cannot move the body. Without strong spirit, your soul is not active, right? So that's what you have to be mindful about it. Mars is going to be coming in, tough mornings in there. He's also squaring the North Node. And you're going to feel like, what is this? I gotta know, I gotta know, I gotta know. No, you don't have to know. You have to, what? Learn. Before you have to know, okay, you have to learn what you have not learned. And this is why Venus is going to be just stopped. She's like, wait a minute, I need to learn something. Okay? I need to get and learn something. All right, 10 o'clock, the inner work is going to be with Mercury. This is Mercury is coming back. He is having a rough time at Scorpio, right? You always talking about this shadow and what you had and how he had it with others and what the others, you may be looking into the others. Hi, Kimberly. Glad to see you here. And hi, Montfront. So, I mean, this kind of like a digging it out within the Scorpio's energy, it's already tiring. I'm tired too, okay? I'm in the same boat, guys, okay? But this is going to bring some a lot of positiveness, particularly about this illusion, delusions, and dreamings, and being in the la la land, not into the reality. Okay, now the reality is coming, and the reality is like, you know what? I'm going to show you. I'm going to be asking you to be looked from within you. And this is also going to be related to Venus, as Venus in the next hour, this is going to be at 11 o'clock. Venus is going to be at the inner work. And now Venus is going to be getting this particular yacht I was talking to you guys. Okay, here how the looks like. Okay, so here is the Venus. This is the inner work that says MC here. We see the green lines are going into the moon, and from the moon we are going into Pluto and the ascendant. Okay, so the middle of this finger of God, okay, it is the opposition 180 degrees from the moon, which is the 5th degree of Capricorn. What do you do with others? How you work with others? Have you served others? And so on. Are you in the public? So there's gonna be a lot of this energy that it's gonna be coming in, because see, when you do with public, when you work within the public, or you have in a job, guess what? You prove not only to yourself, but you also prove what you've been doing in the society. And this is what Capricorn wants. Capricorn wants you to be get and ready, you doing some job and so on, before you evolve from that Capricorn energies into Aquarius energy. You already know from A to Z. Now, let's go build what you want to do. Okay? But first you have to learn the alphabet, and that's what Capricorn wants, right? So that energies is going to be some very healthy, very powerful with all this, because this is leading to what? Leading to transformations within love and value by the intuitions as a guiding in there. Okay? In a personal level, this is going to be a mother-daughter situations that it's coming, because the transformations of the daughter, it's going to be depending of the innovations in itself. And that's what the daughter feels alone. Okay? For some of you, you may going to have some personal stuff that comes in. All right, 2 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Capricorn. It's going to be opposing Jupiter. Immaturity triggers. Okay? Be careful with this immaturity triggers, because when the triggers comes in and they show you what the problem is, well, get your yourself out there and study. Why I cannot do this? Why I cannot understand this? Okay, you need to understand, if you're a human being creates something, you should be able. You're also a human being. You should be able to understand that something, right? But you have a different interest, right? But if you're limiting yourself, nobody can teach you, right? But when the triggers comes in and ask you, hey, you need to understand this, please go ahead, study it. This is going to be what? Helpful. All right, Sun and Jesus is going to be rising coming up. Uranus is going to be at the ascendant. This is going to be happening at 3 o'clock. The inner work is going to be with Pluto. These transformations with the moon, it's going to be stopped, because Pluto says, like, I gave the transformations. I gave you everything. You just have to do it. But do what? You have to do it. What you have to do, okay? For those who doesn't know what do it means, you gotta have 3 different priorities. They're coming, like the divine's coming first, family comes second, and money comes third. Okay, I didn't say that. A billionaire who is a self-made billionaire said that. He's a very good coach. Okay, so I'm suggesting you guys can watch the video of Just Do It of Art Williams. Okay, I'll see if I can dig it in, and I can probably post it in as a comment below the video tonight after I finish this. All right, but he's explained certain things in there, and they're very powerful. All right, very powerful. All right, 4 o'clock. The inner work is gonna be at Aquarius. This is about self-created with others. Okay, that is about this new age. Okay, and if you're trying to do things on your own, guess what happens? Doesn't work. Aquarius is calling. Okay, Pluto is moving forward, and Aquarius it says like, you know what? You need to co-create with others. But I don't want to. You need to create with others. But I'm gonna move everything. No, you need to create with others. It's gonna push you one way or another. You're gonna feel push until like, you know what? You're gonna surrender. But the moment you surrender within that energy, okay, guess what happens? You're gonna be what? Grow. You're gonna be what? Getting into your destiny as Pluto wants you. Okay? Pluto is not that bad guy. He's only bad when you don't listen. Okay? All right? He's like the grandparent, like a Dumbledore in a way, like all the time it's the secrets and behind the scenes and so on and so on. Okay? All right. 5 o'clock, the moon is going to come out at the event horizon is going to be working very well with the inner work that it's going to be in Pisces. A lot of spiritual work. Yes, you have to talk to your spirit, right? Because that's going to be empower what? The soul. The soul empowers what? The mind. Once you make up your mind, guess what's happening? Action time, right? So right now you're going to feel the very good emotions because this is a water energy. Very, very beautiful. The moon and the ascendant, it's still empowering Venus at this time, but pretty soon this thing is gonna be over, and Venus is gonna be feeling alone. Okay, she's gonna be feeling alone. All right. The inner work is gonna be staying at Pisces, passing by the North Node. The ascendant is gonna be at with Jupiter. It is about this growth. Okay. And Mercury is going to bring together with Lilith, is going to bring that growth. Yes, you're growing where? Into the ground, into the underworld. You're not growing by just walking in there, right? You have to be the seed. Okay? Before you become the fruit, you have to be the seed. But most of the people don't want to be the seed because it's going to be require a work of growth to become a tree. Right? So thinking about it, what is going to be correlations between this seed, fruit, and the tree of life? That's kind of like a homework for you guys. All right, the ascendant is going to be at the end of the next hour. This is going to be at 7 p.m. Very, very positive energy. 7 p.m. This energy is like emotions. I mean, the emotions are coming. They're beautiful. They're great. Okay, a lot of expressions are very beautiful ones. Okay, but at the same time, this when something is very beautiful and great, all of a sudden there is some things is like, you know what, this is beautiful, this is great. I'm so happy. I'm pumped up, fire up, positiveness, and it's everything. But you see this energy that it's telling you like, but we need to figure out this and that. We need to figure it out. What? The duality. Okay, and right now, since we have in a Venus, the Sun vortex, and Mars at Sag, and Mars in particular right now that it's square Saturn is like I don't want the restrictions, I don't want contracts, I don't want to be paying karma and so on. What is this? Why I cannot get it in there? Saturn is like, have you learned? Okay, the authority, the sun, that's the authority of life. Okay, it's the same way it squares what? The sun squares the north node. It's like a self-sabotage in a form. It's like, since I don't understand it, and therefore I'm gonna let it go. I don't want to study it. But it came to you to study it, the trigger, right? You gotta be happy when you have a triggers because they're helping you to get what? Better. Okay? So don't look at it so much into the negative stuff because those stuff they lead to what? Positive results. Okay? But if you look so much to the negative, you can create a negativity within you and you're attracting more. But use the negativity to transform to a positive. Okay, very very powerful moments are those in there. All right, talking about 8 o'clock, the inner work is gonna be with Chiron, inner child things, right? Okay, I heal myself, but I have things that I have not healed because of the family, and Jupiter is like, wait a minute, I'm going to be working with you for a few months. You're going to be review what happened as a family. What did you learn about family? What did you get as that values? And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to help you to get to that point. Jupiter in Cancer, okay? Growth within the family. First is going direct, then it goes retrograde, right? And now, when he's going to be stopping in a few months in there and he's going to move direct, guess what? We're going to be moving forward. But we need to practicing what we are learning now. So now it's a very beautiful learning curve of what does it take you to be a what? Family member. Okay? All right. 9 o'clock, the inner work is going to be at Taurus. Of course, everyone has to make money. Everyone has to work. But something in the material world is not quite there yet. What is not? Well, the artificial intelligence took a lot of jobs. It's a lot of uncertainties going around the world. There is a things that goes on. And guess what? Pluto says like, can you take care of things for yourself? I'm going to be pushing that. Okay? Can you be self-sustainability within yourself? Right? So this energy is going to come in as the true Lilith. It's coming to the shadow. It says like, here's your answer. You want freedom? Be a self-sustainable. This is going to be a lot of people going to be start working on this because they don't want to depend something that it's not dependable. Okay? Market is not dependable, right? The job creation is not dependable. Job is not dependable, right? Because you're looking for security. The only security that you can have in this earth, okay, is knowing there is no securities. It's only an opportunity to be filled. But the opportunity lies within your own hands. That's the trick, by the way. All right. I don't like that energy at 11 o'clock because that energy at 11 o'clock, it's about Uranus. You always something happen. Just certain accidents, certain things, certain situations that it comes in. And particularly right now, within the shadow that it comes in, you can feel like the shadow takes over the world. It's kind of like something is behind the background, but you cannot pinpoint it. That's what the shadow, takes over. But we are going to see it because guess what? Lilith is going to be coming out to Sag. Lots of truth is going to start coming out in there. We're going to see a lot of things is going to be coming up in the next month or so. Okay? You're going to see it. But that is going to be the learning in there. The expressions of the shadow is going to be taken over. It's going to be psychological videos, spiritual videos, and so on and so on. And people is going to be start talking about, of course, again, about all these personality disorders and so on. But there is going to be something else. Whatever was done in the shadow is going to come to the light. So be ready. Can you put your shadow out to the world. Okay, so that's what it was, the astrogravitational report, guys. I'm going to be giving you a heads up for 7 o'clock in the morning, as I usually do. Okay, we're going to be having the moon. It's going to be start approaching Jupiter, but the vertex is going to be there at 7 o'clock. Some doors going to be closed, some doors going to be opened. Some doors cannot be closed, and some doors really you cannot open yet. So what are you going to be within yourself? I mean, the moon is going to be squaring Chiron, but she's going to be in a very beautiful energies with Saturn, right? What are you going to learn in there? You see, every time the mother has issues, she's reaching out to the intuition. The intuition goes to the soul. The soul goes to the spirit. And this is how the intuition properly becomes a guidance. If you have the guidance properly in you, your intuition, what is your understanding about mother? Right? I mean, if you're female, you're looking at, to build yourself as that mother. If you're masculine, if you're male, what was the mother relationship between you and your mother, right? So that's gonna be challenges for tomorrow. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Much appreciate you. And thank you for the click, the likes, the shares, the subscribes. And thank you so much for coffee. I appreciate it. Much love to you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. You love.